Okay, hello, my name is Ryan. Welcome back to the studio, and we are going to be starting a new season of The Expanse, Season 4. Last episode was the season finale of Season 3, and my goodness, what a way to end it. I mean, by somehow answering questions and solving problems that we had left over from the first half, let's say, of the season or this show, you know, given that there's 6 seasons and this is the end of the third, they've left us with more questions, and one of the biggest ones being this, you know, with all the trouble they had on the ship, and you know, with the Clarissa redemption kind of arc, and Anna reaching out and trying to get everybody on one side, and Ashford kind of taking the initiative and believing that destroying the ring was the only way that they could get out, and Holden being able to finally reach Miller and him telling him how to fix the problem and basically shut everything down, make it look like you're not a threat, right? Instead of trying to fire and blow stuff up and shoot things, it just calmed down, right? And then they let them out, unfroze them, and then they were able to sail out. And in doing so, the gates opened up, a bunch more gates opened up. And one of the most interesting parts, kind of the big cliffhanger they left you with, was Miller and Holden speaking on the beach of this planet that could only be on the other side of maybe one of these other gates. And Miller or Holden confronting Miller with the fact that he's like, I don't believe, Miller, that you were completely honest with me. I believe that you wanted to open these rings from the very beginning, and this was, you know, the plan from the beginning. And he doesn't deny this, just asks, hey, can I get a ride? And then the crazy, like, phantom energy wave thing that's happening when they're passing through the ring, or one of the rings, there's this, like, you know, a membrane layer that kind of floats up through, and then it's like a layer, right? And as this comes right up, you see this, you know, Holden sees this big energy thing, or this, you know, whatever it is. I don't even know what to call it. I'm just gonna say energy because I don't know what else to describe it as. Just this giant poof of gas, let's say, and it like flies past him or into him or wherever in that layer. So don't know what that means. And now they brought up the idea of, you know, this is going to be a bloody gold rush. Everybody flying out through these gates and maybe even policing back in our system who's allowed to go when and who can cultivate what based on what we find. It's going to be madness. And humans are going to do human things. So we get to have more of the Expanse. So lots of things happened just in the last episode. Everybody's back together now, and we have Clarissa on our ship with Anna. So like really bunch of misfits coming onto our humble ship here. And now we got to deal with all the human problems of, you know, who fought what, and you guys shouldn't have been doing this, and is the war still going to happen, and who won, you know, bunch of craziness. And yeah, without any further ado, man, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. I'll see you in the video.
You are entering restricted space. Veer off now or we will fire!
Whoa, the station's letting them fly that fast? That's new.
We are unarmed. This is a refugee ship.
They're trying to escape through one of their other rings.
Go! 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 Go!
I wonder what is on the other side, if we're going to see in this episode or later, I guess. But interesting.
It was lovely meeting her, except it was through a screen.
Oh, wow. He's with his mom again.
Here, it's for your next long haul.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Aw, Naomi got a haircut. Yeah, I wonder how long was it between when season 3 ended and when it got picked up for season 4? Like when did they start airing those? Was it like only a few months apart or was it a year apart? Let me know.
Hey, Amos.
Melba?
I called to say thank you. Remember when you sent me to check on the seals in the airlock? If I wanted to, I could have blown the outer door or killed myself.
Yep.
Was that on purpose?
If I was staring down a lifetime sentence, I'd want to have the option.
But Anna was right. I don't deserve it easy way.
Stop it. You breathe in, you breathe out. You take whatever they give you, and you get nothing in return.
Wow.
Can I bother you again sometime?
Sure thing, Peaches.
Whoa, what was that? Can I just say how it's been like a few days, it's like me, like, and I miss Amos. I've missed him so much, man. It feels like so much time has passed. God, look at our handsome boy. It's so weird. Like, I don't know why I thought that Clarissa was just gonna stay on the ship, but like, of course not, right? She's going to prison forever, for basically trying to start World War III. And then, man, Amos with that advice, just he's slowly with like every season just opening up and being a little bit more empathetic and all this stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool to see the progression of probably my favorite character on the entire show.
What I want is more ships at the ring blockade.
Are you going to shoot down our own citizens, or are we going to turn the situation to our advantage?
We are going to do what I goddamn said we are going to do.
I actually had forgotten that Avasarala has taken over as Gillis's job, I think, right? Sure, she'll be good at it.
By some miracle, the birthers in this world survived. About 100 or so. They're calling the planet Illus.
What is that? Old left behind ruins, huh?
I need to know what is really going on over there. Evacuate the belters. Destroy the proto-molecule if you can, and get the hell out of there.
It's just Arrows 2.0, the same mission basically again, only this time he's doing it with Earth telling him to do it, basically. This is how we're going to start off, huh? Start off season 4? Lovely.
At Illus, Amos and I will transfer to the Edward Israel and take their shuttle down to the surface. Naomi, you and Alex will stay in orbit.
I'm going to the surface too.
Naomi.
Whatever happens down there, we'll deal with it together.
Oh, good to see them back together, man. Man, what do they got? What do they got Bobby doing? Are they decommissioning ships? What is this? Or building ships? What is this?
Hey, sit down. Stay a while.
Can't. Got a study date.
Your Aunt Bobby. David talks about you all the time. He says you're a war hero.
He's a sweet kid.
Who is this? Extended family, I guess.
Feeling about it.
It's 9:25 at night when I'm recording this for a little fourth wall break. Usually I film around this time, so I don't have 3 dogs barking all the time. It doesn't matter. Anyways.
You just have to believe that what you're doing really matters, and then the fear can't control you.
Shit, Delay's getting mad.
Shit. Take care of yourself, flyboy.
You too, mommy.
I do like the friendship that they kind of have relating to both of them being they were in the Martian Navy. It's pretty cool.
Unidentified Parata, this is OPAS Tynan.
We have target locked. Shut down your drive, prepare to be boarded. Comply or we will be forced to fire.
Grab a thing, boss man.
That's really smart.
Evasive action! They're dumping core!
Jesus.
What faction are you with?
It pay well. Fuck you, your own.
Who is ignoring the truth?
This gotta be Anderson Dawes, right?
They find the gold first. He was with dirt, and you helped them.
As I kind of predicted in the intro, things are not going well. As it, of course, it wouldn't go that smooth.
You need a break.
Illus is our home now, and we will not be driven out again.
You can.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna need Naomi if they're gonna try and convince people that they need to probably get out.
You're bound for Illus.
They were foolish to think they could live there. We are creatures of space. In 2 generations, their children will be in us. They won't even remember what they were.
Everyone should have the right to decide for themselves.
Of course.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Kind of setting up this new tension of like, although we were unified around the ambiguity of the ring and whether it was a friend or foe, and then we all got out of there alive by trusting each other for at least a little bit. And now kind of showing this, I mean, the tensions are not gone, right? Like, welcome to the reality. You know, they got out of the ring, and just like Ashford said, we're going to go out and people are not even going to know what happened. Nobody cares that we saved humanity. Nobody cares that, you know, all of this stupid fighting about who gets what, when, and who's allowed to travel where it's all insignificant, but not to them, right? And it's so crazy that, especially this crew that we've been with for the last 3 seasons has seen so much and knows so much about things so much bigger than, you know, the qualms of who gets to mine lithium on some planet, or, you know, who gets to go through this blockade, right? Not to belittle their problem, but I mean, it's not as big a deal, right? It doesn't help that, you know, the Earthers are trying to police it, and they didn't really show the Martians necessarily coming to join the fight. And I couldn't tell if Bobby was trying to, if they're decommissioning some of the Navy or if they are rebuilding some of the Navy. I couldn't really tell. But anyways, interesting to see the tension between kind of this new age of Belters that are kind of more accepting of trying to join and be treated with the Inners. So, very interesting. Anti-cancer. He's injecting himself with a anti-cancer thing. Is that standard protocol for this or what?
Thanks for the ride.
What are we supposed to wait?
I'm sorry, what? I did not understand that at all.
Let me ask you something. You were inside that ring station. What'd you see?
Nothing that would make sense, except a bunch of people killing each other to control something they didn't even understand. You can be damn sure there are plenty more wars coming.
And ain't that the truth? Say it once, say it again. Humans just doing human things.
Transmit your access code immediately.
Bossman, they target lock us.
Tynan, this is your final warning.
Give it to them.
Why did he hold back? Why did he not want them to know his access code? He'd go onto the log?
You have to trust your gut.
Well, the last time I did that, it didn't work out so well.
Only because my friend had a boyfriend with an imaginary friend who told us how to power that station down.
And I thought he was a madman. It turns out to be a prophet.
It's possible to be both.
I'm glad Ashford didn't just, like, I don't know, go crazy and just start, I don't know, pirating and looting or going to, who knows, Dawes. Who knows? He might still be under Dawes. He was sent here by Dawes, right? Who knows? I'm still skeptical.
We got a legal charter from the UN and Mars, so...
You think the OPA give a shit about that?
No, I do not.
Oh, back to the human problems, man.
Hey, I named a new bug after you.
Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy crap. That did not look good. Man, I wonder where they shot this, honestly. Ooh. Damn. My God. Dude, this music is... It's like a horror movie, man.
23 of our people are dead, including the mission commander and the ship's physician.
Just get yourself to Illus. Do your job, and let RCE do theirs. Holden, do not put your dick in it. It's fucked enough already.
My goodness. Avasarala is using her language a lot more frequently now that she's in charge, I guess. I felt like in one episode she's used it way more. Maybe it's because we haven't seen her in a while. Alright. Let's just hope we don't get turned into, you know, shrapnel on our way down. Well, that went pretty good. Oh yeah, because isn't this Naomi's like first time on a planet? She's only been in space ever, right? Wow. Can only imagine what that's like, man. Like setting foot on a completely new planet, even if you've never been on one, right? Like as an Earther, you're just like, oh, it's a new place. Like going to a new state maybe with a little bit more stakes, but like never being in an atmosphere, never seeing actual natural sunlight, that must be crazy. You got this, Naomi. Come on. On a new planet in a new system.
You not gonna let them take us from our land. That's our home. You here for her, boss? I am there. All right. Traitor! Everybody put your guns down now. Amos, you two.
Him first.
You got 2 seconds. For shame, you got 1.
Whoa. That's my thoughts exactly. That's what took down their ship. What is that?
You okay?
That's why nobody can land.
Fuck was that?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. What is like... Oh, we're back. We're back. You know it's an Expanse episode when I leave you on a cliffhanger. Oh, how I've missed it. So much was happening in this episode. My goodness. My goodness. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go through it. Like, I'd have to collect all my thoughts for sure. And I'm sure that I'll have more thoughts, answering some of you guys in the comments, either clarifying, stuff that you guys might believe that I missed, or stuff that I may not have really thought was relevant at the time or whatever. But right now I'm just trying to collect my thoughts and kind of go through the episode a little chronologically here, center myself. Because a lot happened, kind of giving us a situation in the beginning of, where the ring status is and showing that there's a blockade and they are kind of regulating, kind of want to know a little bit more about what's really out there, having Drummer as the captain of this comm ship, or this base that's sending out probes to each of the rings to kind of get an idea of what's habitable, what's not, what's going on, the makeup of certain things. Got to see Holden go back home after all this time. Hasn't been home for the entirety of the show. 3 full seasons since we've started this. He hasn't been home. Naomi was kind of to meet them over the comms. Obviously, it didn't go down to Earth, but Avasarala, we already knew, took over Gillis's job, and kind of seeing that. And Belters now have already settled on a planet called Illus. Something is not letting people land there, as we just saw. Some kind of organic something is involved with either the material or maybe in the crust of the planet itself. Maybe the planet itself made of this solid lithium. Maybe the lithium that we're thinking of is a habitable version of one of those stations that we saw inside of the ring, maybe? That'd be interesting. I'm also thinking, just as a wild theory, that maybe this is like a matter, like a protomolecule, and then like an anti-protomolecule type of deal. Where it's almost like the thing that took out the protomolecule, if we are to understand it as a species and 2 different species, is like maybe this is like a good, simplified or to make it more good and evil, right? Like the protomolecule was actually good, and then like this antimatter thing to make it a little bit more. But like we know in the Expanse, there's no such thing as good and evil. There's only, advantageous and disadvantageous. So I don't know. We don't know enough information yet. We just know that there's a new thing on this planet that is able to move, and it took out the ship that landed, and probably maybe it's inhabited in other planets. We already know that there was ruins of some kind of civilization that was already there, and they said there's protomolecule there, so maybe this is protomolecule still of a different kind. Like, our understanding of species is like, it's not a humanoid species, it's a different kind of species, and this is how they're able, or how they take form, and their communication is obviously not going to be, we're not going to be able to understand. So could be interesting. Different way of, or a different take on maybe an alien life form could be interesting. And Now we kind of get this more small town feel of the Rocinante is gone to Illus, and it's us dealing maybe with this smaller regiment of people. I don't know. A lot of possibilities and a lot of room to expand, especially with the start of the new season. They're still showing that every time he goes through a ring, that like energy thing goes into him. I don't know what that means. We also saw he was taking like some kind of anti-cancer medication. I don't know if that's carryover or preventative, or if he's like, is this reactive? Like he already has it, and that was kind of like a little unveiling that like he is suffering from some kind of cancer, and this is trying to hold it down or hold it at bay or keep it in check somehow, or is this more preventative? Like he wanted to get the anti-cancer vaccine maybe to, in the event that he gets down there, and just it's like a broad spectrum antibiotic type deal for cancers. Who knows? It's the future, man. Sci-fi things be doing sci-fi stuff. And of course, people don't change. We get out of the ring, save humanity. Nobody really knows or cares. Let's still fight and quabble over the same things that the things that humans always fight over. Money, power, land, pride. You know how it goes. Excited. We got another new adventure on Illus. So, yeah, not going to hold you guys too much longer. Starting another season of The Expanse. Exciting stuff. So, yeah, it's good to be back and watching The Expanse for another season. That's all. See you guys in the next one.